This video is to educate you on colorectal cancer, which is the most common cancer among many people that have not even detected what colorectal cancer is. One dangerous thing about colorectal cancer is that when it starts, you can even relate it to what we call piles, because you may be having blood in your stool. Many people even confuse colorectal cancer to ulcer. This is a type of cancer that usually affects people who are above 50 years. Funny enough, these days, you have people as far as 20, 25, 30 having colorectal cancer. If you are watching this video and you are above 50 or you are between 25 up to 30 and you are having this abdominal pain, you are having weight loss that you cannot even explain. It is not a weight loss that maybe you are exercising or you are actually taking some kind of herbs in order to reduce. It is the weight loss that you can't even explain. Constantly, you are having blood in your stool. And then weakness. As a young man, you wake up and you are just weak for no reason. And it happens almost every day. Constant abdominal pain. You are always having cramps, abdominal pain all the time. These are all signs that you need to seek immediate health care so that you know your stand, whether it is actually colorectal cancer, piles, or any other related issues. But let's talk about the factors that ends you up with this kind of condition. If you are a smoker, somebody who smoke, excessive smoking, excessive drinking of alcohol, you love red meat, fats, red meat with fat. This is what you love. You like to work in an environment where there is a lot of factories that are producing things, and then the smoke is all over. Or let's say you work with machines, a welder. It is very important that you wear your mask. How to prevent it? Make sure that you are eating food that has a lot of fiber. I'm talking about the prevention. Eat food that has a lot of fiber in it. The fiber component in the food that you are eating is going to aid in digestion. Remember, this is a colon cancer. It means that it is in your colon or the large intestines. So, if you are eating things that does not have fiber in able to aid in digestion, meaning that you are putting yourself at risk. Make sure you are staying off any food that bring constipation. Things like bread or food that contain flour. These are the type of food that is going to increase symptoms of constipation, that is going to put pressure on your colon and push you to the edge where you will be affected with this colorectal cancer. Regular exercise can also help you come out of this. Maybe you are working with chemicals. Make sure that all the time you are wearing your mask. Make sure you are staying away from food that has a lot of fat. Talking about the red meat. If you are the type that do not eat vegetables at all, you always find the means to avoid vegetables, or you feel so confident to say that you don't like vegetables, be very careful. You could be putting yourself at risk of having colorectal cancer. People who eat red meat, red meat that contain a lot of fat. Fat is good for you, but then excess consumption of red meat can also affect your chances of having colorectal cancer. Listen to me. This is the type of cancer that can drain every energy in your body. It is the type of cancer that is very sensitive to treat. Make sure that you stay away from food that do not contain fat. Regular exercise, or let's say you are working in a field or building constructions, all those cement that goes into your body are also chances of you developing this type of cancer. Or let's say you are the type of person who is always on the go on the road, meaning your respiratory, or you are always breathing in smoke, either from cars or smokes either from industrial machines or areas that have all these industries, avoid food that are not cooked. Food that are not cooked, food that are cooked halfway. Avoid processed meat. Any food that is a processed meat, do your best to avoid it. Raw meats or uncooked food have the chances of harboring bacteria, which can increase your chances of having infection in your colon, which can increase the chances of having colorectal cancer. So avoiding uncooked food is the same way as avoiding bacteria from affecting your colons. Caffeine is good in some situations, but also has the chances of doing what? Increasing your risk of having colorectal cancer. Also, sugar. Do your best to avoid sugar. Remember, it is the most common cancer that many people are having without knowing them. If you look at the symptoms, you understand that these are common symptoms that people have, some people have every day. So, if you are having this kind of symptoms that I have mentioned, make sure that you have a medical check on yourself. Then you know your stand, whether you are actually having colorectal cancer or not. Colorectal cancer can cause sudden death. Somebody can just start shouting, my stomach, and the person is gone. That is how dangerous colorectal cancer is, because its symptoms are just like a regular normal symptoms that people go through. This is why you must not take your blood in stool for granted. You must not take your constant constipation for granted. You must not take the abdominal pains for granted. You must not take the weaknesses and the fatigue for granted. When you do this, you are going to have yourself being treated ahead of time. Like I said, this week alone, I have had more than 10 cases of colorectal cancer. And I am actually preparing their herbs. Some are in Ghana, some are outside the country. And I'm telling you, the treatment for colorectal cancer is not cheap. So please, do your best and take care of yourself. Do your best and stay off drinking alcohol excessively, smoking excessively. Too much of enjoyment can only reach your life. This is Albert. If this video has been helpful, do your best, share this video, tag people, let somebody also hear. That person may be your brother, that person may be your sister. Let me say this. Remember that whatever you need from the tea of life, anything you are getting or buying from the tea of life, the mode is strictly payments before delivery. Like I said, I do not prepare herbs and pack them on a counter for somebody to come and buy. I always talk to you based on your medical reports, based on what is wrong with you. That is how I prepare my herbs. So please help me to help you. Thank you. See you when I see you. Bye-bye.